All right, how's it going, you guys? Sam from Otaku.
It's going pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Glad. Back again. This time we are going for our manga book club tri-weekly event. Manga book club.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
First one, titled to be decided. It's like we're reading Plus Size Elf volumes 1 through 3.
Mm-hmm.
If you read it, this is the only time you're allowed to eat stuff on camera into a mic. It fits the theme. We love the French fries.
No, I think
We obviously got the best French fries in town from
The local joint.
yeah, we're really allowed to say.
I would like to say that we ordered food from this place as well, and the fries that we got with our actual orders, quality.
Because
those were warm,
we ordered 5 fucking large fries, so
and we're still eating, so might as well.
we're bound to get good ones. So
Also
we
bound
read.
to- Wait, did you guys get good ones?
Yeah,
They still taste good to me. A little cold, but
Okay.
You know, it's fine.
we read manga volumes 1 through 3. Summary. Does somebody want to try and nail a summary of?
Let the man who posted a nice ass video on Twitter. If you haven't
So,
seen the video, please
what
go
is-
to.
For people there's not really much to spoil because it's more of a comedy manga.
Well,
I think it's pretty
how
serious.
much do you consider spoiling? Because it's on the back. Like I could read literally the synapse on the back.
Well, no. Give me your synapse of if you were pitching this to someone like, hey, what is the Plus Size Elf about? Go.
All right. So my disclaimer is always going to be that I'm terrible with names.
Okay, that's
So,
totally okay.
I'm not going to remember. But basically, it's a kid. He works as essentially a physical therapist
I
out
didn't
here.
think he was a kid.
Yeah, I thought he was older.
I think he was like an adult.
Yeah,
Kids these days, you know, they look old.
they put
But
makeup on. They look a lot older.
this is my monologue.
Okay, go ahead.
So he works
Nice.
with his boss, and it's just him, and they run like a physical therapy slash
Mhm.
almost like a dietitian place. And they run into this weird dressed lady, and she's put on some weight. She's asking to lose weight, and it turns out that it's the main portion of the Plus Size Elf series, the Plus Size Elf. And basically, she came through a portal, and now that she found out what good food is, essentially fries, she put on a
weakness.
bunch of weight. And now the portal that takes her back to her home world doesn't work for her because she's not the same weight, which is really just a flaw in the design of the portal. It's a weird checks and balances. I would prefer finger scanners, but
And then shenanigans ensue, right? So that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
yeah, and you start to meet more situations.
Magical creatures.
Yeah, and he's working with all of them to kind of aid in their health and stuff like that.
So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And with that, did you guys like it?
I actually did. I
did.
thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was very good
I
too.
thought it was fucking hilarious.
So what kind of expectations did you guys go in with this? Because for me, it felt like this was gonna be weird,
Mhm.
and I didn't have high expectations. So because of my expectations are so low, I was like, this is okay. Like all this campiness, all this funny.
I went in with no expectations except for just genuinely being curious as to what this is about.
Yeah,
I-
that's not something you would just
Yeah,
see.
Yeah.
I agree. Me and Sam are like used to like shonens.
Mhm.
You know, that's action, everything like that.
Shitty shonen gang.
But I was super happy with it. I really enjoyed it.
It was really
yeah,
good. The comedy was really good.
it was on point. Like,
The art is crazy good
yeah,
in it.
yeah, I agree. The art
Like,
is
I think they
amazing.
even referenced JoJo at some point, like changed the art style in there at one
Did
point.
they really?
Yeah.
Oh, that went above my head.
It's really, really good.
There's one flaw I had in this,
Go ahead.
and Jose, you'll remember my my critique of Captain America, the first.
I
movie.
remember. Yeah, well,
There's a scene.
I know where it's going.
We just I got a disclaimer this one too. There's a scene in the first Captain America where they do a slow-mo, him swinging on a chain and he's being fired at by lasers, and then literally him landing and him running. And I was like, what the fuck was the point of that scene? Just to show off
3D.
the fucking 3D?
Yep.
I was like, it was asinine. So, as a coffee enthusiast, there's a portion in, I believe, the 3rd volume where he's like, oh, everyone's over, I'll make you some coffee. Man's making a pour over. He made 6 cups.
Oh my
Man
god.
made 6 cups of fucking coffee. I'm like, that would have taken that man 40 fucking minutes. No fucking way. He just disappears and they have a quick conversation. He's back. Like, I just have a bunch of coffee. They used a very specific pour over too, and I'm like, no fucking way.
I love that little chapter was fucking funny.
Which one?
The one where they're all over at his house.
Dude, I like that style where everyone's like friends for no good reason
Yeah.
other than because of one person.
I
Yeah.
do like when it just progresses and he starts meeting everybody else, and it's just one disaster after another kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's like, "Let me help you all,"
Yeah.
and then the end of the third volume.
So who is your guys' favorite from the whole series?
That's
This is obviously we're gonna start getting into spoiler territory. So before we go in there, before we say who our favorite is, let's anybody who has not read it and is maybe interested in knowing, did we like it? Yes,
Yes.
unanimously.
would you
Would you continue reading it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
I believe there's a.
I, as
fourth
a matter
volume.
of fact, am done with volume 4 already.
Okay, I need to get on that.
So
yeah.
I've
Yeah, he
already
is.
completed
Oh.
volume 4. So
Yeah, I would definitely keep up with this.
that is the spoiler-free review. Sinadosh, I think is his name. I don't know if
Or
that's how you pronounce it.
Sidosh.
I can't. We
Um,
can't pronounce it.
Fantastic job. You're
Yeah.
the best. Now we're gonna go to the spoiler review. So
A
if you're
link to
leaving
his
now-
Twitter down, so
Yeah, we'll
you
put a
can
link.
check out his art.
Thanks for watching. And okay, favorite characters. Josh, start.
Okay, there's too many. Like I can't. I
Pick
need
your all-time favorite. If you
Dark Elf is Bay.
Dark Elf,
Dark Elf
Good
is
pick.
Bay.
Good
dude,
pick.
I love the Dark Elf.
Good
She's
pick.
fucking funny.
I
But-
think she was probably the funniest character in the whole.
The part
Yeah.
where
In the whole
they were
manga.
fighting the succubus or the satress,
The
and
satress.
she's like, I can't move.
Yeah,
And
she's like
then-
any move
I
will
was like,
rip
yes.
it.
Yeah.
I also really like when they went to the gym and they go and they see the ogre and she's just kind of like chilling in the fucking the sauna room.
Yeah.
And
I love her too.
our main
Yeah.
girl just sits down and burns her ass.
So good. So good.
And they have a great dynamic with the two elves. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely love the ogre. Or what is she specifically?
She's an ogre.
Yeah, she's an
She's an
ogre.
ogre?
Yeah.
The
Yep.
yeah, not the Cyclops. The
Yeah.
Cyclops I wasn't a fan
Yeah.
of too much. The orc was kind of funny.
The orc was funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Waifu.
The Hobbit girl, I was just like, it's like
I when I saw her, I was like, is she a kobold?
So
I
what are? Can you guys remember what are all of the monster girls? I guess you would call them not even monster girls, like fantasy world girls. What are all of them? There's the elf, dark elf,
we already went through the ogre,
ogre,
orc,
the
orc,
orc,
The lichen.
the
which
lichen,
is
like
like
a throat, the cyclops,
mermaid girl,
mermaid girl.
Do not
and,
like
and
her.
then the chick with the plant on her dome.
Yeah.
So she was my waifu.
She was your waifu?
Yeah.
If I could wife
I
up,
believe it. Yeah.
it would be between
Oh, and then there
her
was
and the ogre.
the demon chick.
Oh yeah.
Who's
the-
this is where I was saying this is a loaded question. There's too many. She's my favorite reoccurring character
Oh,
yeah.
because the absolute absurdity of the whole situation where she's just like, oh my god, I can't believe a man
Guys,
saw me.
what
Like,
about
I just
what about the ghost girl?
oh
That came at the end when they're
Oh,
telling their
it's-
little ghost stories and stuff.
Oh yeah.
oh
Yeah.
wait, the face thing.
Yeah, the face.
Oh
thing.
yeah, that fucked
that
with me
thing
a
was
little.
funny. Oh, like
was-
I went to the next page and I was like, whoa.
What are you doing with this?
That was probably one of my favorite chapters.
There's
when
her
they
own
were-
girl too.
When they were doing,
Skeleton.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
when they were doing the ghost stories, that is probably my favorite chapter.
I like how that you like. I see. Here's and I talked to you about this. I would almost love to see this in an anime because some of the jokes, I feel like if you weren't paying attention to the situation, you wouldn't get it.
over your head.
Like the part where they were doing the scary stories, they all pass out. And I was like, wait, how'd they do that? That seemed like an
Yeah.
actually scary story kind of situation. They're like, oh no, we passed out because we were too scared. And then the dog is like freaking the fuck
yeah,
out.
it's really really.
You
good.
know what this does remind me of? The world God only knows.
So it kind of reminds me of the World Godly Knows, and a little bit of the Devil's a Part-Timer.
Yes, I love the Devil's a part timer.
That's kind of what it reminds me of. Specifically like Dark Elf.
Yeah,
Reminds me
Dark
a lot
Elf
of the
definitely
Devil's
does.
a
Yeah.
Part-Timer. So who's your favorite, Jose?
Fuck, I don't know.
So yours
He-
is Dark Elf.
Dark Elf was really good, but just because I don't want to pick the same one, I think I did like the ogre.
You could say the same one.
The ogre was probably really funny, just the way, because she was
Yeah.
also was she the one that also fell in love with the little kids and stuff like
Yeah.
that? I love
So
that. Oh
good.
my god,
so good.
Yeah.
that was just funny.
I
Just
feel like if she was a
Oh,
real
and there was
person-
the little girl that showed
the
up,
little
right?
hobbit.
Kobold?
Yeah.
yeah, we don't want to talk about her.
Yeah.
Between the kobold and the mermaid, I'm like, I'm out.
The mermaid
And-
just got me. Like when she has like her little
So funny.
canteen of
It's
water, and
so
she's like,
funny.
wait, they're like, what's this for? He's like, for my gills.
It's drying out my
No.
skin.
The caviar joke. At the end, he's like, wait, those were my children.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So you like the ogre the best?
I think
Which
she was
one
super
would you
funny.
say was probably your waifu?
Probably the elf,
Dark elf or regular elf?
regular elf.
Okay.
I like when like the clothes she was wearing. Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the funniest was definitely Dark Elf.
Yeah,
think
I agree. But I just didn't want to pick
anytime
the same one.
I saw the Dark Elf and the Elf in a chapter together. I was like,
It was a
yes.
good-
Oh, it's so
good.
dynamic.
Yeah.
So good. My favorite character from the whole thing, probably say the waifu I would pick. She gets teased at the end of volume 3, and in volume 4 she gets introduced. The best.
All right, so, I guess we'll have to read that.
So
She gets. Oh. Okay.
very last panel, I think she
Yep.
gets teased,
Yep.
and
That's so. If you didn't see that, that's like really the only cliffhanger that in the 3 volumes.
Yep.
Would you still want to read it?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was
definitely.
good.
Did that change your mind seeing that?
No, I hope they. So, how do I say this without spoiling anything? I hope they start to do more of a story in there.
Rather than just introducing.
Yeah.
This was so much introduction.
Mhm.
You know what this
But I
also
never
kind of
hated it.
reminds me of?
Yeah.
What's it called? Sword Art Online, like the first bit where he's kind of going through and
A
meeting
little
all the
bit.
girls.
I can see that because kind of it's a
but
fantasy.
you hit it
thing.
right like perfectly when you said it's the world God only knows and the devil's a part timer.
Yeah.
Those two create that.
So here's what I hope. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this to you for free, Cinedosh. Recreate the first arc of Bleach.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Have someone come out, take plus sized the elf, the main elf, Elfuda-san. Take Elfuda-san, take her back, and then everybody else has to come and rescue her in the fantasy world.
Oh my god.
So that's for free.
Shut it, stop.
Yeah, even get the artist on board. It's like-
Yes.
Dude. But his boss, I always forget his boss. Oh my
good.
god.
I cannot. So when they introduced the orc,
Mm.
I'm like, finally, we find out that she's actually, somebody special. Because
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
it just doesn't make sense to me. It feels like she should be, but that is definitely one of the the characters that I would like to explore the
yeah.
full body
Yeah.
that
Oh,
they've designed.
Sure.
That would be cool.
Sure.
Ooh.
I mean, I'd be fine with almost
Full
any of them.
body design, you mean? Mm-hmm.
There was one joke they did where it's like you look like a griffin that had a rock thrown at it. Or
Yes.
You look like a
Yes.
griffin that choked on a boulder.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes.
I was just
Yes.
like- I was like, I don't.
He lost some
I was
food.
like, I don't know what that means, but I like that. It's like,
They even drew a drawing. I'm like,
Yeah.
that looks nothing like her.
yeah. I'm just like, I am gonna call someone that and just be like, no one is gonna know what the fuck that
Dude,
means. No
say
one,
it, get Danny with it.
yeah, no one is gonna have any idea. Is that an insult? What does that mean? What does it
You're
mean?
just gonna stop.
What does it mean to look like a griffin that is choking on a boulder? It's like this. What does that fucking mean?
Dude, I have no words for you.
I
That was
remember
good.
that out of all the lines in the manga, I was like,
It was
what?
super good.
What about when he started getting chubby?
When
Yeah.
he did?
Like when he did, and he was just like, I've been dieting, I've been doing this, blah 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 blah.
Same,
blah.
man. Same.
Same.
I felt
I,
it. You guys gonna finish your fries?
Dude, we're almost done. Fuck.
I'm too full.
Did we want to touch on anything else? I mean, we liked it, right? It was
I
well-
honestly
we
really,
liked it.
We all
I
liked
really
it.
liked
I
it.
love the community around it too. Like the people online seem pretty cool.
Yeah, everyone was really dope about it.
Yeah. The author's pretty active on Twitter. Loves your shit.
Yeah,
he
apparently,
loves that
dude.
video, dude.
I'm the new social media manager for Otaku now.
Welcome. So,
Welcome aboard.
Change the title.
yeah, for
Oh, I just tried to fucking put a fry in my face.
So I think Volume 4 is officially out. That came out last week, I think, like
Yeah.
super recent. I think he's in the middle of doing Volume 5.
Okay.
I don't know 100%. I have read all of Volume 4. I highly recommend it. If I
Okay.
could tease a couple of things, my favorite character gets introduced. So that's
Okay,
number
okay.
one. Like literally the first few chapters, she gets introduced. And they do a beach episode. Or multiple beach
my
chapters, actually.
God.
And it is some of the funniest chapters where they all go to the beach.
I'm so down with the
Every
funniness.
single one of the characters.
I love
yeah.
this. I love this.
So
You know what? I really like the one where they took a break from dieting and they went to the park. And took a
Yeah,
nap.
when they were like,
Yeah.
where they're just
Like,
hanging out.
I
and
felt
stuff.
that in my core. I was like, that's so sweet, and the man's just dying. Like, I can't.
okay. So yeah.
I guess this was shorter than we thought.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, that's about right.
Well,
So check out Volume 4 in stores now, wherever you can buy a book. I highly recommend it. I've already read it, like I said, really good. I'll probably keep reading it. I'll probably stay
Yeah.
up to date
Yeah,
on it.
same.
And so do we want to announce the next book that we're doing?
I
That has
think
been
so.
plus-sized
let's
out.
do it.
Big shout out to Cinedosh. You did great work. So the next one we're gonna do is
You want me to
another-
You want me to move these out of the way?
Gently, you know.
Sure,
This is
sure.
a good
Yeah,
one.
I
This
mean
is a good
those
one.
are
This is-
national
this-
classics.
mm,
So
mm.
You did good, kid.
all right. So
Oh,
the
okay,
next
I'm
one
out. I'm already out.
we're doing is you guys want to hold that? Comey Can't Communicate. So it is
This is the one we talked about.
It is the manga that is tearing up the online world. People seem to be loving it. I
okay.
think it's another comedy one. I don't know much about it.
I feel like
You guys want to show the camera?
Suggestive
Since
much?
So from my understanding, it is about a girl who can't speak or won't speak.
So
And her goal in
let me-
life is to make 100 friends.
Okay, yeah, you got it just right. Like the brief version of this.
So that is my understanding. That is what we'll be reading. We will reconvene in 3 weeks, and we'll go over that one as well.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been the Manga Book Club from Otaku, whatever we're going to call it.
If you have any suggestions for us, please
true.
leave them down in the comment section.
Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the manga if you read along with us.
Follow the author on Twitter.
Follow the author. Follow us on Twitter.
Follow
and
us
we'll
on Twitter.
see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Peace.
See ya.